Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy, Rob Bass. You know what I'm talking about, man? Welcome to the channel, man. Hey, finna get him straight into it. Ain't got time for that extra stuff. In this video right here, man, we talking about black folks. They were married. What happened? The CIA messed us up, man. Let's go.
Reporter for the Chicago Daily Defender, and as a black woman married to a black man, I become deeply aware of the effects of this new black revolution on the relationship between black man and black woman.
I like back in the day how they used to say black man, black women. They used to differentiate like black man, black woman.
I see it among my own friends, and I also see it in my home. But the most revealing and the most vocal statements about what the new black man expects from the new black woman came when I met with a group of young unmarried friends one Saturday afternoon.
I think that what's happening in America as far as black men and black women is concerned is that there's a revolution within a revolution. We are fighting our own woman. Our woman will not allow us to emerge as black men. You know?
And y'all got to pay attention to this now, man, because this is in the 70s, I believe. This has been 50 years since this. And they was just trying to inject the idea, not the ideal.
Black women who has been put in this role of aiding white America, white structure, and castrating the black males continue doing this. She cannot live with us. It's not that we can't live with her.
Are you blaming us? Are you saying that it's our fault that this happened?
No, I'm not blaming black America women. I just said that I'm blaming the system. They are victims of the system like the black male.
Well, why do you say that we are castrating you? You say that you want to be the leaders. Okay. Well, what about the black professional woman? Are you...
See, they always ejected that this is the beginning of liberalism in women right now. This bullshit right here. Excuse my language, but they trying to make up this particular time. They're trying to make a black woman professional. They're trying to make her equal to a white man in a black, in a black hood. You know what I mean? In y'all household, and she got the mind frame. She thinking like a white man.
Saying that there should be no black professional woman. Are you trying to deny black women the right to be creative, the right to function?
We're not asking for you to take a back seat. We're saying that you have got to be astute enough and can view the situation well enough where you just automatically know what your role is and step back. And whenever you want to have that aggressive thing, this is the thing that the young black man today is not going to tolerate. My old man tolerated it because his old man tolerated it. It came up for years and years and years. But today, the young black man is not going to take it. He's going to be out there as a leader.
White America has used black women to keep the black male in his place. And you're still...
It's just not true. That's all I'm saying. It's just not true.
Aiding him by saying, well, we acquire.
Well, it don't apply to me, so I don't really give
a fine. We want to work. We can help.
Okay, how are you going to reprogram men so that they don't let us...
Peep how she fixated on black man. These are sleeper cells, man.
Take over what's supposed to be their responsibility. And men that I have had dealings with, they are perfectly willing to...
Notice what she said now. Men she has had dealings with, which she pick her own bullshit part.
Sit back and let us do anything we want to.
I don't think that you have to reprogram men. I think you have to reprogram women.
No, you have to reprogram the man so that he will forcefully take what belongs to him, because you know women, as long as we can get, we're going to get, and it's part of our being. We're going to do anything to you that you let us, whether we want to or not.
You don't want to live on the level of income that I can afford you in love.
Now that is kind of fucked up, though.
On the basis of that, you want to always be inspired to have all those things that's a part of the great middle-class white American society, and because I can't deliver these things to you, you say that you are not a man.
I don't measure a man by how much money he can bring home.
She lying out her damn mouth right fucking now.
I measure a man by how he treats me. Whether when I'm tired and I'm sick and I'm scared, he's there.
For these women, the men are there. But with the feeling of racial pride has come
Cap is really real, yo.
new conflicts and new problems. Across America, they meet to discuss what black awareness means to their families and to them as black women of today.
You know, there have been a lot of myths created about the black family. We all recognize that. And one of the most pernicious myths is the myth of the black matriarch. The black woman has not been a matriarch.
And I noticed this too about the women. The women that actually got something good to say, they always bright skinned. It ain't never no dark skinned women talking about what we need to do, what's better for the community. It's always a bright skinned woman. They sleep
In the sense that it has been defined thus far. And thank God research, and I hope black research is being done now to reverse that kind of thing. In fact, the black woman has been a woman at the head of a household, not by choice, but by necessity. And more...
Definitely wasn't by necessity. It definitely was the system that created this situation.
Often, that's right. And more often than not, she is not a strong, matriarchal, aggressive, domineering figure. She is a woman in search of a man. But this story has not been told. The prejudiced society created what we have now.
What she say? What the fuck she say? The prejudice society.
The prejudiced society created what we have now. So that's what we were. Okay, we have a revolution.
So I'm assuming she's talking about prejudice, those who prejudge like white people versus black people.
Going on. What is the revolution?
We're in the evolution. I think the revolution is yet to come.
Yeah, it's the thing.
50 damn years and it still ain't.
Keep tossing the word revolution around lightly.
1968, man, my mama was born in 1967, yo.
It's extremely important for black history and culture to be transmitted from generation to generation. And the best way, the most effective way that this has always been done is through the family, acting as the primary unit of social organization. And I think one reason why it has not been done with black people is because of the destruction done to our family life. So this certainly has to be one.
And they've been shitting on black families forever, man, ever since they quote-unquote claimed we came over here on a boat and shit. You know, having sex with the men and stuff right in front of their children and shit. A lot of that homosexual spirit in the air. It's just doing the resurgence now with all the homosexual activity. They still trying to keep the black man down, man. They gotta knock out
Function of the black marriage to begin to reemphasize and to pick up the thread of Afro-American history and culture that has been left off generations ago when Africans were bought, sold into slavery, when the family unit was purposely destroyed.
Most middle-class homes, quote middle-class homes, like I don't even get caught up in that bag. You go into will have some copy of anybody, any white artist, I don't even have to name anybody, instead of the works of black artists. I think it starts, especially that identity part, the books, the kinds of books. All of these things start in the home rather than complaining about them being in the schools at this point.
Unless we're absolutely certain.
Hey, one time for them beautiful black women in there with them dreadlocks and with them afros, man. I know they don't wear them like that no more. We into that new stuff, which I ain't got nothing with you if you like to wear your hair long and put extensions in, you know, if you feel beautiful. But now
Of how the teacher is handling them, then we may have to assume that whole responsibility. We may have to pull them out of school ourselves, you know, and do all the educating ourselves.
Say, for instance, when they say
yeah, I'm educating myself. My last $2, they gonna be home.
to my child to draw. Last year, Rhonda painted Abraham Lincoln Brown, and she was put in the corner, you know. We had to go up to the school and deal with that. They must be respectable to their peers in school. And what we do, we handle that. We don't say, you jump up, you curse that teacher out, or you say it doesn't exist.
AKA, you get your ass towed up from the floor. I was born in '89, and that was still like the last tail end of the donkey where you would still get your ass handed.
But they see us at that school knocking on the door. You have to be in there. Either we're going to control, you know, their minds here, or at least give them the choice.
A lot of this is new to us, and a lot of these things we're grappling with, and we don't want to give anybody the impression that we have the answer to everything.
No, let me cut you off again. You know, people go around talking about hate. We really don't have time to hate because, you know, it goose up the bag. We're loving ourselves. Mm-hmm. This might bring around a lot of other different things.
To be black means to love. It's got nothing to do with having to hate anybody.
It does determine, though, Francis, it has nothing to do with hate again. It's love. That we might have to do certain things to protect that love.
It may bring us into conflict with somebody.
Yeah. Necessary to protect that love.
Finally, I asked Francis about the standards of today's black man as compared with
Standards of today's black man, that's 1968, and here we is in 2026 pretty much, 25 at the end of the donkey. Let's see.
Those of 20 years ago.
Standards which in white society.
And they was comparing it to 20 years ago, so that would have been in what, 68, 58, 48, 1948. They trying to compare the standard to. Let's see.
Had projected. I think these standards were that he had to become successful according to the white mode. He had to get a good job, he had to buy a good car, he had to move to the suburbs, he had to rear a good family that went to church every Sunday, that did everything that the typical good American family was supposed to do. And I don't think the black man necessarily is addicted to that notion. I think he sees the falsity of it. I think he sees the total hypocrisy of it. I think he wants to rear a tightly knit family, but not for the purposes that white society says. He doesn't want to rear a family for any sham purposes, just to fulfill some false ethic. But he wants to rear a good family in order to have his children strong, reared in his own image perhaps, and to transmit, most importantly, to transmit the values which he is
That could be my mama right there. I know it ain't my mama, but my mama.
learning to his children, and to try to ensure as best he can that his children will transmit those same values to their children, and have the same transmission repeated from generation to generation.
Well, you guys, I ain't really gonna go on no tangent or nothing like that, man. But this is proof here, all the way back to the 1960s. Well, prior to that, really, they had to get Martin Luther King out here for them to even be able to do this mess, man. They've been plotting on black folks for quite a long time, and we done fell hook, line, sinker, and we just don't know what's going on in America, man. I could go on and on and on about this day, but I just wanted to get this video out here, man, because ain't nobody talking about this much, man. So, it's your boy Rob Bass, man. First video, second video coming soon. Hell, thank you for watching.